Do the farmers in America use different techniques and methods to farm and harvest millions of tons of fruits and vegetables? Well, the answer is yes. The United States has become one of the most developed countries, allowing it to take its agriculture to another level. But how do American farmers actually grow and harvest fruits and vegetables? What kinds of crops are grown, and how are they taken care of and processed? Well, in the United States, farms, agricultural machines, and farmers are different, and they know how to increase the yield and produce the most nutritious fruits and vegetables. But is it really true that they can even grow fruits like apples in snow? And when they harvest, they have to remove the snow-covering apples. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our channel. The Mechanicals brings you engineering marvels and little-known farming techniques that are revolutionizing the world in one way or the other. If you are new to the channel but enjoy learning about how technology and innovation are shaping the world's future, you will love to watch the videos we post on this channel. In this video, we will tell you how American farmers harvest millions of tons of fruits and vegetables, which you have never seen before. Let's get started. First, let's visit Cantaloupe farms in the lower valley of Texas. Farmers in the lower valley of Texas use a mix of modern and traditional farming methods to grow and harvest millions of cantaloupes every year. It all starts with careful selection of prime land with fertile soil and enough water, often using irrigation systems because the region's climate is so dry. To get the soil ready for planting, they use machinery to plow and create raised beds, which helps with drainage and stops the soil from getting too wet. They also add organic matter and nutrients to ensure the cantaloupe plants have the best growing conditions. Cantaloupe seeds are planted in rows or hills, either by hand or with machines, making sure they are spaced out just right for the most yield and efficient growing. During the growing season, farmers closely monitor the crops for pests, diseases, and any lack of nutrients, fixing any problems like bugs or adding more fertilizer when needed. Because it gets really hot in the lower valley during the summer, farmers often use covers or shade to protect the cantaloupe plants from too much sun and heat. When the cantaloupes are ready, farmers check them over, looking for signs like changes in color and smell to know when they are ripe for picking. Harvesting is mostly done by hand, with workers carefully picking the ripe fruit from the vines and putting them in crates or bins to take to the packing facilities. At the packing facilities, the cantaloupes are sorted, cleaned, and packaged based on size, quality, and what customers want. Then, they are sent out to different markets and stores, both in the US and overseas, for people to buy and enjoy. Then come the snowy apple farms of the Yakima Valley in Washington State. Growing and harvesting apples in the snowy conditions of the Yakima Valley in Washington State poses unique challenges for American farmers. However, they have developed specialized techniques and technologies to overcome these obstacles and produce billions of apples each year. Farmers in the Yakima Valley carefully choose apple varieties that can handle the region's climate and weather patterns, selecting ones that can endure cold temperatures, frost, and snow. The Yakima Valley offers ideal apple growing conditions with its fertile soil, sunny days, and ample water from the Yakima River. However, the temperature drops here. Farmers pick sites with good drainage to prevent waterlogging, which can worsen with melting snow. While snow cover can shield apple trees from extreme cold by insulating them, heavy snowfall can strain branches, potentially causing damage. Farmers use methods like shaking or gently removing snow to prevent these risks. In worst cases, 25% of the crop is affected by snow and is unfit to be used. Frost is a major threat to apple orchards, especially during the bloom period when blossoms are vulnerable. Farmers employ frost protection measures like wind machines, heaters, or sprinkler systems to keep temperatures up and protect flowers. Timing is key when harvesting apples in snowy conditions. Farmers aim to harvest before heavy snowfall or freezing temperatures hit. They prioritize early maturing varieties to lessen the risk of fruit damage from harsh weather. After harvest, apples are stored in controlled atmosphere storage facilities to keep them fresh. These facilities let farmers store large quantities of apples for extended periods, making sure there is a steady supply to markets year-round. Then come the blueberry farms in Florida. Before we continue further, tell us, are you loving the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos where we unveil breathtaking engineering and farming techniques. Let's continue now. Blueberry farming in Florida requires careful planning, specialized techniques, and precise timing to yield a plentiful harvest of millions of berries. American farmers follow a meticulous process to grow and gather blueberries in the region. They begin by selecting appropriate sites for blueberry cultivation, considering factors such as soil composition, drainage, sunlight exposure, and water availability. Florida's preference for sandy, well-drained soils is ideal, although some areas may require additional irrigation due to the state's warm and arid climate. Next, farmers meticulously choose blueberry varieties tailored to Florida's climate and soil conditions, often preferring southern highbush and rabbit eye varieties known for their resilience to heat and humidity. These plants, propagated from nursery-grown stock, are typically planted in prepared fields or raised beds during the fall or winter months to establish robust root systems before the growing season begins. Farmers use various cultural practices throughout the growing season to promote healthy plant growth and maximize fruit production. These practices include managing irrigation, applying fertilizers, controlling weeds, pests, and diseases, and pruning to maintain plant vigor and shape. Pollination relies primarily on insect pollinators, with honeybees being the most common in Florida. Farmers may strategically place beehives in or around blueberry fields during the flowering period to ensure adequate pollination. During the harvest period, usually in late spring or early summer, blueberries are carefully handpicked to minimize damage to the delicate fruit. Farmers meticulously inspect the berries for ripeness, selecting those that are fully colored and firm to the touch. After harvesting, blueberries undergo rapid cooling to preserve freshness and extend shelf life. They are then packed into containers or clamshells for transportation to packing facilities, where they undergo further sorting, grading, and packaging based on size, color, and quality. Then, we have pineapple farms in Hawaii. Farmers carefully pick out the right land with soil that drains well and gets plenty of sunlight. Hawaii's tropical climate is perfect for growing pineapples, and areas at higher elevations are often chosen for their cooler temperatures. Pineapples usually start from the crowns of mature fruit. Farmers get the soil ready by plowing or tilling. Then, they plant the pineapple crowns directly into the ground or in raised beds during warmer months to help the roots grow strong. It takes about 18 to 24 months for pineapples to grow and be ready to harvest. During that time, farmers watch the fruit closely as it develops. Each pineapple plant usually only makes one fruit, growing right from the middle of the plant. Harvesting pineapples is all about being careful and accurate. When the pineapples are ripe, farmers use sharp knives to cut them from the plant, leaving a bit of the stem attached to make it easier to carry. After harvesting, the pineapples get a thorough check to make sure they are of good quality, and then they are sorted by size and ripeness. They are packed into crates or containers and sent off to processing facilities or markets. Then, we have watermelon farms in Florida, where farmers start harvesting. Before the harvest season begins, farmers meticulously monitor their watermelon crops to gauge their ripeness. This involves assessing factors such as fruit size, color, and ripeness. Additionally, they ensure that all harvesting equipment and machinery are in top-notch condition and ready for operation. Timing is critical in the watermelon harvest. Farmers strive to pick the fruits at their peak ripeness to maximize flavor and sweetness. This typically corresponds with the appearance of the characteristic stripes or spots on the watermelons and the hollow sound they emit when tapped. To prepare for harvesting, farmers clear the fields of any debris or vegetation that could hinder the process. They also inspect the watermelon vines to pinpoint ripe fruits and mark them for harvesting. The actual harvesting of watermelons is largely done by hand. Farm workers delicately cut the fruits from the vines using sharp knives, making sure to leave a portion of the stem attached. This stem acts as a handle and helps safeguard the watermelons during subsequent handling and transportation. Following harvest, the watermelons undergo sorting and grading based on criteria such as size, shape, color, and overall quality. This meticulous sorting process ensures that only the finest watermelons are chosen for distribution. Once sorted, the watermelons are carefully packed into crates or bins for transport to packing facilities. During packing, great care is taken to arrange the watermelons to minimize damage and promote optimal air circulation to prevent spoilage. Then, we have large grape farms in California. Before the harvest season begins, farmers meticulously tend to their vineyards to ensure the grapes reach optimal quality and ripeness. This involves tasks such as pruning, managing the canopy, controlling irrigation, and addressing pests and diseases, all aimed at preserving vine health and balance for a successful harvest. As the harvest approaches, farmers closely monitor the ripeness of the grapes using techniques like testing sugar levels and tasting samples. Factors such as sugar content, acidity, flavor development, and skin color are assessed to determine the ideal time for harvest, which is crucial for achieving the desired flavor profile for winemaking or consumption. Grapes are often handpicked in many vineyards to ensure careful handling and selective collection. Skilled farm workers delicately cut clusters of grapes from the vines using knives, ensuring minimal damage to the fruit or vines to maintain the integrity of the vineyard. In larger vineyards or for specific grape varieties, mechanical harvesters may be used. These specialized machines shake the grapevines, causing ripe grapes to drop onto conveyors or bins for collection. Precise calibration is necessary to avoid harming the grapes or vines during mechanical harvesting. Would you like to spend a day in these massive American farms where one can literally get lost? Have you ever seen fruits and vegetables growing in snow before? In the comment section right below, let us know your thoughts on how farmers living in the coldest regions grow their crops. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get more videos on technological feats and farming advancements that are changing the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.